Hi everyone, welcome to our B2B e-commerce discussion here on NetSuite TV. We're about to dive into how to get your B2B e-commerce strategy right with Christy Kapsner from Kurz, Mark Fitzgerald from POS Supply Solutions, and Jesse Driscoll from Contractors Direct. I'm Chad Jagger, Senior Manager of Software Engineering here at NetSuite. So tell me a little bit about your organizations and how you engage in B2B e-commerce.
Yes, Contractors Direct. We sell tile, masonry, and concrete tools. We're more on the professional side, so it's not tools you could find at Home Depot or Lowe's. We sell mostly to like contractors, small retailers, some do-it-yourselfers that are looking for professional tools. And we've been online since '97, wow. So a really long time.
Yeah.
Our main business was catalogs, but in 2003 we really pushed towards online, and in 2008 we went 100% online.
Wow. Christy?
I'm up, huh? Kurz Industrial Solutions primarily sells motors, drives, and powertrain components. We also do a repair business for those same sort of products. And recently we've been getting into the wind industry, selling replacement motors and engines for the wind turbines that you see on the wind farms all over. We also work with like large paper mills like Kimberly-Clark. There's a lot of that in Wisconsin. And then beyond that, we focus on large and small manufacturing businesses. I've only been with Kurz for 9 months, and we've just been live with NetSuite since November. And our website has only been live since Labor Day.
No.
But in my previous experience, we sold powersport accessories for Moto Alliance online, and we did about 40% B2B, 40 and 60% B2C.
Yeah, so POS Supply has been in business for over 20 years. We sell supplies and printable media for point of sale systems, and also for all kinds of specialty printers. Ranging from anything from like receipt paper for Dollar Tree stores, or when you go to Starbucks and you get your coffee and you get the little repositionable label on the cup that's got your order on it. We sell those the labels as well. So our customers range greatly from like retail and hospitality, which is a big part, all the way to like oil and gas and healthcare. We've been through a lot of iterations of B2B commerce. We started, our first site was NetSuite Site Builder site, and we've slowly migrated our way up to a SuiteCommerce advanced site almost 4 years ago now. Actually, it was at Suite World 4 years ago. So that is where we have come from.
And we were talking a little bit before this, how long you have been using NetSuite. And Mark, how long have you been using NetSuite?
It's been 16 years. It's been 16 years, yeah.
And Jesse?
Yeah, since 2005, so we've been a long-time NetSuite customer, and we would be lost without it, honestly. Yeah. We're really happy to have NetSuite.
And I must be the new kid on the block. So my current company, we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary, which we're all excited about, because then you start getting those year-over-year historical graphs and that kind of stuff. I did my first implementation with NetSuite back in 2016.
Oh, okay.
So we've been on it for 5 years.
Okay. And how long have you been doing or offering B2B e-commerce?
Yeah, I mean, we're B2B commerce. We've been doing since we first launched that site builder site. It's probably 14 years ago, maybe. I mean, it was right when site builder was kind of new. So we launched that first. It was more of a catalog, if you will, online catalog. This is what we have to sell. There wasn't a whole lot of that, real robust e-commerce functionality going on there.
Yeah.
But like I said, we've gone through iterations now where we've got what we think is a state-of-the-art site through SuiteCommerce Advanced.
We started out in B2C, so we're not really a lot like these guys. And we basically forced our B2B customers into our B2C website and trained them how to do it, and used the technology with SuiteCommerce to be able to show their multiple pricing, to show their customized pricing, the different things that they like. The account history really does a nice job of showing what they've bought in the past. So for our B2B customers, it was helpful that way. And we basically just forced them into it, and they actually accepted it pretty well. So it was kind of a good, it worked out well for us.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, we really got serious about the web in 2003, and 2005 was our first site with NetSuite, the site builder, and we've moved to SuiteCommerce Advanced. And since we're 100% online, all of our sales come from the website, so it's very important to what we do.
So what impact does B2B e-commerce have on your business? Are there strategic advantages to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we started out, when we first launched, I mean, it was obviously a very small percentage of the business. And over the years, it's grown to be a little bit more than 40% of the business now. I mean, our goal is to really make it a substantial part of the business. We know we'll always have some direct sales offline, but we really want to push more and more people, as Kristen did, is to more people to do it online. I think the thing that is great for the development of the online presence there is to create a tool that can be used online or offline. And so our offline customers, make no mistake about it, I mean, they're still going online. Most of them are going online, and they're doing research, they're checking things out. They're going to do a lot of things online before they make that call offline if they feel like they still need to, they still want to talk to that person. So we'll still always have that, but that's an important part of that. And I think, the B2B, commerce site, not just being product, but really developing out robust content, through blog pages and product promotions and whatnot. Those types of things really can either build the credibility or undermine your credibility with customers that you don't even know are shopping on your website, whether they're new or existing. So we just have worked really hard to try to continue to make e-commerce for our business customers specifically easier and easier.
80% of our sales are from the website, so we don't talk to them. All the other calls, offline orders are coming from the website as well, but they have a question, stock, etc. We really try to show everything on our website so they never have to leave to go to a vendor's site or have all the manuals, all the parts lists, so they spend the time on your site. When they're ready to buy, they know that they're buying the thing that they want, and that's been very important for us.
And at Kurz, we're really just getting started with our website, and it's new to them and to our customers. So what we're trying to do is leverage sort of the skills of our sales force in the best way possible and move the mundane over into the software so that they don't have to just enter orders and confirm orders and check pricing and inventory levels, but they can actually provide additional data that maybe you can't get through content, or look at my environment and see what would be the best fit for me. Use our salespeople the best way possible.
Well, this past year has brought about a bunch of unforeseen challenges for companies. And so how did your company adapt to those changes? And did you experience any changes with your various sales channels because of that?
Go ahead.
We had a large increase in sales. Last year was a record year for us, and this year we see a 40% increase year to date over last year. So we've gotten very busy. And with the pandemic, and since we use NetSuite and it's cloud computing, we made the decision to work from home, and we decided on a Sunday to work from home. On Monday, we sent everybody home, and everyone was up and running and answering calls. And for the customer, it was a seamless experience. So as far as they noticed, nothing was different. But so we were able to adapt very quickly with NetSuite, which is a big advantage for us.
Yeah.
At Moto Alliance, I think really the biggest challenge for us was the supply chain, because we did get a lot of our products from overseas. The benefit we had was that actually my father-in-law's company did make a lot of our products in-house, and so we were able to balance sort of American production in the face of slower products coming from overseas. And so that was a nice change. We had to change some of the way we ordered things, and the management of supply chain with the timing was very, very different. But yeah, it was good. I mean, in power sports, everyone went outside and were playing with their new toys, so it was good for our business too.
Right on. Yeah, I think both of these guys said something important. One was Jesse said the customer didn't even know the difference. Their workforce went completely remote. which is just incredible. When your business is in the cloud and you're not relying on all these disparate systems everywhere and hardware, it makes a huge difference. And then on the supply chain side, certainly we've seen some incredible challenges, and I mean, clearly those challenges are not going away anytime soon. I think what we did that I think that was really important is that we did what Kevin O'Leary talked about this morning. We pivoted. We pivoted hard. As you can imagine, with customers who are largely restaurants and retailers, a lot of them were shut down for months, and so we really needed to pivot to other product lines. Having the ability to quickly add product in NetSuite and have it live on the website to start offering PPE products and tamper-proof labels for the to-go bags for the restaurants that did stay open was really critical and really helped us actually go from what we were going to project to be a 30% loss for the year to actually having a gain in last year. And this year, like Jesse said, sales are crazy.
Were there any surprises during that? Jesse said, your customers didn't even know that there was a change. Was that something that was surprising for you, or are there some other surprises?
I think the surprise was finding people to work, honestly. We had a big problem finding the manpower. When you have a 40% increase, puts a lot of strain on the company. So we really leveraged NetSuite with the saved searches and reminders and workflows to automate as much of the processes as possible so we could run as lean as possible. So this year, we're projected to do about 22 million in sales, and we're doing that with only 25 people.
Wow.
So we'd rather not be that lean, but we're able to do it, and automation was really the key to that.
Yeah, I mean, the surprises clearly were just how quickly things happened. For us, we're normally talking about with supply chain where you've got a 3 to 4 week lead time normally, and all of a sudden that lead time is 8, 10, 12, 16 weeks. That happened very, very quickly. So the pendulum of having new challenges to deal with and then new business to deal with on the flip side was really, that was definitely surprising to us. But I think we handled it pretty well enough to come through and be in a position to succeed on the other side. So yeah.
And I was actually between companies. I literally signed papers for my company on, I think it was March 3rd of 2020.
Wow.
And didn't start my new job until December of 2020. So I was out of the day-to-day of it. So I don't have any, other than it went well for me.
She slept right through the whole thing. It was amazing.
So e-commerce is part of your business, but it's not all of your business. And we know that customers want to buy, when they want it, how they want it, and expect a seamless experience. How do you plug your sales and your customer service staff into that buying journey to across offline and online to meet your customers' needs?
I really tried to focus my staff on putting themselves in the buyer's position. Like, how do you feel when you get a damaged product? How do you feel when you get something that's not correct? Throw yourself into the model of Amazon. Everyone, they're the evil empire, but at the same time, they're doing things right because they're selling a lot of product. And how do we make ourselves better, putting ourselves through that sort of mindset? And we tried to educate our customers so that they could advocate for themselves more online on our website. If there was questions or if there was information that we needed to provide, we would leverage their questions into providing better content. So in turn, I think we were able to develop much better content just having those conversations.
Yeah, I think we've worked hard to try to integrate offline and online as best as possible. I think for offline, our customer service and salespeople have been really trained to direct their own questions to our website, right? And so they're helping customers to be able to find information on the website as well. They use that quite a bit. Salesperson's talking about a particular product, they'll actually send a link to the customer because the link will have product information, a downloadable spec, images and everything that they need. And so there's that handoff happening quite a bit. And then online, we're doing online quotes so people can get a quote online, and then that quote passes directly through to a salesperson. So a salesperson will directly follow up with them. we actually use quotes and browse data. With everything being in NetSuite, we use the quote, browse data, and transactional information to build profiles of when we should be reaching out to customers. So our salespeople get reports that tell them when a customer hasn't purchased for a while. So they're either going to get hit with an automated email campaign to win them back, or they're going to get hit with a salesperson following up because they got that information passed off to them. So it's kind of cool. Love the technology.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
One of the things that really helped us stay connected with the customer, we use Contivio for our phone system. And that's really good because if the customer has a record and their phone number is in there, customer service, their customer record automatically pops up onto the screen. So there's no searching for records. You already have their order history. If they have any questions, you don't have to ask them any questions. You already know who the customer is. A lot of the incoming calls are recorded. So if there's any questions about a previous customer service rep talking to a customer, you're able to listen to a call so they know what's going on. It records all the incoming, outgoing calls in the customer record so you know how much they've been contacted. I think that's really helped plug in customer service to the buying journey and having access to the inventory, the purchasing. We use the warehouse management system so they know what order's been picked, packed, or shipped. Offline orders, online orders, they can see everything, so it really keeps them plugged in to the customer, which I think really helps the buying journey.
Well, you all chose NetSuite for e-commerce instead of going with a third-party vendor. Why did you go with NetSuite's e-commerce solutions? And then, what benefits do you think you've achieved by going with a single suite for e-commerce?
The number one thing for me is no connectors. So as an order comes in, it's real time. It's in our system, and for our customers, it's very important. They want it shipped yesterday. Like they needed it shipped before they ordered it. And when you use a connector, usually you have to wait anywhere from a half hour to an hour for it to enter into NetSuite. Then you have to do the approval process. Then it goes to the warehouse. That can really slow down the whole ordering process and take longer to get to the customer. So I think that's the number one thing for me. But also the order history, they can see their offline orders, their online orders, they can see open invoices, they can print statements, they can pay their bills all online. So it makes a very easy buying experience, which keeps them coming back.
I think we just say ditto, right? I mean,
Yep.
That's exactly where we were. We're a very small company. We didn't want to have the resources to maintain and test every upgrade, all the different connections, the real-time data, the My account where they can see everything. They don't have to call and ask the questions. I think the only other thing I had that was a little bit different was the one source of data. Like we had been working in previous iterations with where you'd have to upload product data to different sites back and forth, and this allowed us to have literally just one place of data, and we'd make the change, update the information, and it flowed out everywhere we needed it to, and particularly the website, which is our front door basically. So good luck.
Yeah, I guess I'll say ditto. I mean, it's a single source of truth is truly magical. I mean, I think we definitely migrated from an old system where we were trying to get best in class this, best in class that, and feed them all in and integrate. And I know I spent far more time working on issues with integrations than I did on actually selling product and delivering to our customers. So single source of truth really helped us a lot internally, but it also helps our customers. I think you said that. It's like our customers have one place to go where all that information is right there, and they're not waiting for a record to get updated for them to pay an invoice. It's there. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, and last question, quickly, what are the biggest challenges that you've faced with B2B e-commerce journey, and what did you do to solve them?
Yeah, so I've thought a lot about this question before, and not just because I knew it was going to be asked today, but because it was an important reflection back on our journey and what we do now, why we do it differently now. I think one of the big things is taking far too long to shift away from what we sell to here's what we do and here's why you should do business with us, and really focusing time on making sure to make the buyer journey as easy as possible. I mean, we stumbled and stumbled and stumbled along the way. We were trying to do the right thing, but there's a lot of stumbling that happens. And I think when you have something like, I would say like Suite World is a great example, a great opportunity to come and network with other people and hear what other people are doing. And I've had the privilege of working with these guys in the past a little bit and having the opportunity to talk and exchange ideas. The challenges become fewer and fewer and fewer as long as you're focusing on what Chris was talking about, the customer journey, making it easy for them, taking away as much friction as possible, and setting great expectations with customers.
Yeah, well, we've got here a couple of B2B e-commerce superheroes. So I just want to thank Christy, Mark, and Jesse for joining us here, and lots of great insights and helping us learn about your strategies for B2B e-commerce. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chad.